Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peterisms, where I tell stories of my life and just little things that I have learned as I have grown into the person that I am today. And I was going to do a meditation video today. I was going to read some meditations, but there's something that I want to talk about, something that is a lesson that I learned in the last month that sounds like a very simple lesson, but it was actually a kind of a difficult lesson for me to learn. And, you know, on the heels of me telling the story yesterday, I thought, well, I'll just keep on telling some stories over here of some things that I learned. So, and it's actually kind of appropriate that I'm telling it right now because I just got done filming a drama video. And I went upstairs and Little Boo Radley, who is, you guys want to see Little Boo Radley's haircut? He got a new haircut. Say hello, Little Boo Radley. Isn't he so sweet? But anyway, I went upstairs and he was taking a nap on the bed. He just came down when he heard me start filming again. But I put a load of wash in, and I suddenly just got like so exhausted. And I was like, okay, I'm done filming videos for the day. I'm so tired, like I can't keep this up, right? And me being really lethargic and exhausted is, I was told by my neurologist yesterday, probably significant with the medication changes that I'm going through for my epilepsy. And, but I'm really struggling with it, you know? And so when I was, you know, taking a break for the last month and healing, about a week and a half in, I was like, I have to start filming videos. Like, I felt determined to come back and start making videos. And there were a lot of days that like I would announce and I would say like, oh, I'm gonna start making videos on Wednesday, or I'm gonna start making videos on Monday or whatever. And then the day would come and I would like sit down and I would start putting this stuff up, and I just would be so exhausted that I almost like couldn't even catch my breath to sit in a chair and do it. And, you know, I said this in my vlog yesterday, I got so many comments from people that were just so encouraging. And the one comment that I got, just overwhelmingly, I got an overwhelming amount of people saying the same thing, which was, take as much time as you need, make sure to focus on healing yourself, and just get better. Like, we're gonna be here when we get back, you know, or when you get back. And thankfully, I have a job, I have a career that I make YouTube videos. And so if I want to take 6 months off, I can take 6 months off, you know? I mean, it might not be great for my being bored around the house or whatever, but it's not like, you know, I only get like a week off, you know, health-wise from an employer or something like that. So I feel very blessed that I work from home and that I make my own schedule and that I have people supporting me and, you know, watching my videos and things like that. And so it's a completely different world that I live in. And so I feel very blessed to be able to take the time, because I know that there are a lot of people out there that are like, okay, this is great that you're saying that you need to take the time to heal, but most of us out there can't do that. And I appreciate that and I understand that. You know, my friend Tanya, who owns a dog kennel, she has been sick many times through the years that I've known her, and it's like, okay, but I still have to go in and check to make sure everything's, you know, going okay and whatever. And so I feel very blessed that in what I do for a living, that I get to take off time when I need to and things like, Boo Radley, what do you do? He's like, I'm an adventurer, don't even worry about it. But you know, through the weeks, I would feel inside like I was not ready to come back. Like I felt like I just need 3 or 4 more days, and you know, I would say, I really didn't even know how much more time I would need, you know? And in fact, yesterday I filmed all these videos, and then last night I was so tired and I was so exhausted, and I didn't really I mean, I'm sure to most people out there, it's like, you sit in a chair and you film videos, it's not that much, but it's like up and down and putting the videos up. I mean, it takes a lot of like, you know, behind the scenes work that, you know, you guys don't see out there, and I didn't even stop until like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock last night getting my vlog up. And so, and I started, I think at like 2 or 3 or something like that, you know? And so by the end of the day, having not worked or done anything in a month, I was really tired, okay? And my job is not difficult by any means. I don't want to say that. Like, I have a very blessed life. I have an easy job. I get to get up every single day and do something that I absolutely love. I sit in a chair and I film videos. It's not a difficult job, right? So to say that I was exhausted yesterday should put it in perspective that like to even like clean up the kitchen or to even make the bed, like I make the bed and then I sit down on the edge of the bed and I'm like I have to catch my breath and I'm exhausted. So in the last month, you know, I would feel like I wanted to come back and I felt like, okay, because I was feeling so hopeless and so useless. I just felt like, what are you doing? You're just sitting around on your days, just like talking to the neighbors and sitting on the front porch, drinking water or iced tea. Like, what are you doing with your life, you know? And then I would go to like the Vloggerinos group on Facebook or comments that people left me on like Twitter or Instagram and DMs and stuff like that. And so many people would say, you have to take care of yourself. You have to heal. We'll be here when you get back. And what it did was it started switching my thinking a little bit to where I was like, they're right. Like, I really have to take care of myself. And yes, I think that part of taking care of myself is being active and doing stuff and pushing myself to make a bed and pushing myself to clean the kitchen, which even though that sounds menial, I understand, right? But like on days that it's just really a struggle bus where I could just literally lay in bed all day long, like just to do those little menial things were really pushing me out. And so that's why when I came back yesterday to YouTube, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start try to post several videos on a daily basis because I just have to get back into the momentum of it, right? But I'm so thankful that so many people reached out to me and that the overwhelming message was, take as much time as you need to heal. Please take care of yourself. And I think the reason why is because I was not able to give myself that message. I was not able to say to myself, okay, Peter, like you need 3 or 4 more days off. But like I would be sitting outside and I would be watching TV and I just would be so tired. And I would be like, okay, I'm supposed to come back tomorrow and make videos, but I just don't know that I have it in me, right? And then I would read these comments and then I would put out a post and I would say, hey, you guys, I'm gonna take a couple more days off. And it really encouraged me to take care of myself, you know, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally as well, which I think is a huge part of healing. And I think that the reason why it's important for me to share this with you is because the overwhelming kind of, I keep on using that word, but the overwhelming kind of message that I have received through this by people that has sunk in and really resonated with me is that it's not just, and I've known this, you know, I've been around mental health and people healing much of my life, but especially in addiction and recovery, but you know, it's not just when you're going through something, a physical healing, or when you're going through mental health issues or things like that. It's on a day-to-day basis, the importance of taking care of yourself. And I think one of the greatest things I learned was, if I need to take a day off because I'm just not feeling it, or I'm just not feeling that great, or I'm down, or I'm tired, you know, then I need to do that. Then I need to just take a day off, you know? Or like, there were a lot of things, a lot of people asked me to like go out to dinner or whatever, and my husband would say, you know, I think it would be good for you to get out of the house. And some days I would do it, but most of the time I wouldn't. And, you know, I think that's another thing that I've learned is that it's okay for me to say no, and that I don't have to like suit up and show up to everything, that I can take care of myself first and put myself first. And I think that that's really important because I've talked a lot about my social anxiety. And when I had social anxiety at the worst, I never attended anything. I never went to anything. And then when I started coming out of it, which was greatly due to YouTube, because being on YouTube and, you know, everybody helping me and talking to me and whatever, really kind of helped me come out of my shell a little bit. And then I forced myself to go to things and kind of come out of it. Well, then what would happen was I would start going to everything that I was invited to, but I would get exhausted doing that as well. Like, it was very tiring. And what I've learned is I've just got to take care of myself. And you know, whether you work a 40-hour week or a 60-hour week, or whether you work 2 jobs, or whether you work like me and you work from home and you're your own boss, you know, you can still do things to take care of yourself. You can take a long hot shower, you can take a half an hour nap. I mean, I can tell you, or I can't tell you how many 20-minute naps I've taken in the last month, where I just like sit down and I set my alarm and I'm like, I'm gonna lay down for 20 minutes and I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna, you know, do some bills or clean the kitchen or whatever. Or just, I've been like, lately, I have been sitting and listening to a lot of music and just playing my iTunes and just sitting outside and listening to music, and it really relaxes me and calms me, you know? And there are so many things that we can do to take care of ourselves that I think it's really, really important, you know? when I got out of treatment, I was given a coin when I got out of treatment. And on the back of the coin, it said, we must first be of value to ourselves before we can be of value to somebody else. And I am such a believer in that quote, you know, that we have to take care of ourselves before we can take care of other people. And I know that there are so many people out there that are caregivers to your family, to your parents, to your grandparents, to, you know, just neighbors and whatever. But you have to make sure that you're doing even small things, whether it's, I don't know, treating yourself to a candy bar once a week, or, you know, a glass of lemonade or iced tea, or listening to some of your favorite music while you're driving to work, or whatever you're doing, you know. Or if it's like me and you're in a position like me and you're able to take a week off. I can't tell you, I cannot even begin to tell you what this month has done for me, being able to take it off. Like, it has really reset the passion inside of me, and it has really relaxed me and allowed me to just kind of sit and calm myself. And even, you know, today, like I was saying, like, I'm still like struggling, but I feel differently. Like, I feel like I really put myself first, and that was important. So I'm encouraging you guys to do the same thing. It was one of the greatest lessons I've learned, and I'm so thankful to all the people out there that encourage me to take time to heal and take care of myself. And, you know, going forward, hopefully, with no medical issues or concerns, I'm going to continue to take care of myself on a daily basis and check in with myself and say, what do you need today, you know? And I'm not going to feel bad if I don't feel like filming videos, and I'm not going to feel bad if I don't feel like showing up to a dinner. I'm just going to take care of myself and set the boundaries that I need to set so that I'm the best version of myself that I can be, and I'm living the best life that I possibly can. And that's what I want for all of you as well. So anyway, I hope that that helped at least one person out there today. And Boo Radley says hi as well. Don't you, Boo? And I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.